Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Wednesday, September 14th. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather dry for a while, an extended stretch with no rain. And the tropics trying to heat up. We have a new tropical depression on the board out in the Atlantic. Where's that thing going to go? Will it strengthen? So a lot to talk about today, as we typically do. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country today. And you can see ridging is beginning to build here across the central and southern states, and that's going to mean gradually rising heat levels. In fact, we'll probably see low 90s in here next week. There might be a couple of days with mid-90s. Hot weather, no, we're not through with that yet. But it's a very dry air mass, and there's the visible satellite view, and you can see it is sunny statewide. Got a few scattered cumulus clouds for the state, but again, lots of sunshine. Just for the fun of it, we'll peek at the radar composite, and as you might expect, there is absolutely nothing. Temperatures mostly low and mid-80s today. We've got 84 for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa 86, Gadsden 82, Anniston 83, Mobile 87. And we'll be in the 80s through the weekend. There's the watch warning map across the country. Relatively quiet today. Got some scattered flash flood watches back in the western states. A marginal risk of severe storms, parts of West Texas and some of the adjacent states through tonight. Tomorrow, marginal risk, again from near Lubbock up into parts of central Nebraska. And on Friday, which is day 3, a couple of marginal risks well to the north. Rain, nothing. A very dry look here for the state. This is the rain valid through Wednesday morning of next week, showing nothing. Makes it pretty easy in the forecasting business, so we'll focus on the tropics. This is our newly formed tropical depression number 7 out in the Atlantic. As you can see, it's about 800 miles east of the Leeward Islands, and not especially well organized. As you can see there, but again, there's been a flare of convection overnight, and the conditions really don't favor rapid strengthening here. The winds are relatively harsh and a lot of dry air in the area, but it might make tropical storm strength. In fact, the Hurricane Center expects that. Doesn't take much to bring it to tropical storm strength. This is the official track from the Hurricane Center for TD7, and understand, for the next 5 days, they keep it under hurricane strength. They bring it as a tropical storm across the northern Leeward Islands Friday night, then to a point near Puerto Rico Saturday, and then right on top of Hispaniola. And if this thing is a weak tropical storm, the islands could very well tear this thing up. There's a pretty good chance it will just totally dissipate there. We've seen this many, many, many times over the years. So the question is, if it survives, what happens from there? So this is the ATCF set, and again, there's some questions about the wind fields aloft out here. You can see some of the members want to turn it north. In fact, most of them do. Some of them dissipate the system over Hispaniola. This is the GFS ensemble, and again, most all the members, not all, but most, turn this north pretty rapidly, a pretty hard right-hand turn around Hispaniola. This is the EPS set, and again, not all, but most members turn it north. The glaring exception is the Canadian, but that's an outlier. And again, the upper air winds really favored this type of scenario. And the GFS ensemble does the same thing. So, and again, nobody knows at this point, of course, but I'd say there's a pretty fair chance this will make a north turn before affecting the contiguous United States. Here's a look at the intensity guidance on Tropical Depression 7. Some of the members keep it a depression. Some bring it to tropical storm strength. And a few outliers bring it to a hurricane, but really not that many. So again, this is the basic idea. This thing could be near Hispaniola Monday of next week. Pretty good chance it'll dissipate over the island if that works out. And if it survives, a pretty good chance it'll turn north. But understand, it's very early in the game, and of course things could change. We'll be watching it. But the Gulf of Mexico stays pretty quiet. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. And ridging beginning to build in. The air stays dry. The sky will be sunny. Highs mid to upper 80s, and that's going to be the theme for a while. This is Friday. We have no worries with rain for the high school football games Friday night. Temperature should be falling in the 70s for those games. This is Saturday, and there might be a little isolated shower near the immediate coast. Even there, not many. Most of the state dry, very warm. Highs well up in the 80s, mid to upper 80s. So again, for the in-state college football games, no rain. Sunday, we're dry, upper 80s. And next week, heat levels coming up. We're probably going to see low 90s on a number of days. There's Monday and Tuesday. This is a week from today, Wednesday the 21st. Got a 591 upper high just north of here. And again, that would be kind of hot and kind of dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 24th. Got a pretty good-looking trough coming through just northwest of here. But we're still just dry as could be. So really, the rest of the month looks pretty dry. Here's a look at the output from the GFS Ensemble, the rain for Birmingham. And that green line is the mean, and it's under 1/2 inch. And this is a little bit of a spread, but really not much toward the end of the month. Take a look at temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Yeah, we see those 93s in here on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And understand, it can be hot here, even in late September. So having heat levels like that, that's not that odd. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for September 22nd through the 28th. Temperatures at that point will likely be above average as the ridge holds. Hey, let's roll that Pepsi Kid Cam. Holly Pond, Alabama, home of the Broncos. So the kindergarten kids today. I see a lot of James Spann lookalikes in that crowd. They were looking good. We had a great time today. I love going to Holly Pond, such a great school. The teachers, the administration, they were great. And ooh, good-looking cake. I like that a lot. But again, thanks to all the teachers and the kids out at Holly Pond for a really, really, really fun visit earlier today. That was a lot of fun. Got busy days coming up tomorrow. I will be at Faith Christian in Anniston. They'll be speaking to the Hoover Chamber of Commerce after that. And then Friday, Deer Valley and Hoover. Then Westminster School at Oak Mountain. Then going to Oxford High School for the Friday night Rivals game of the week. We'll be live on ABC 3340 for that at 4, 5, and 6. And then on the Blitz game day at 6:30. And then Saturday we have a book signing, which is always a lot of fun. If you've never been to one of these things, they're great fun. We take a lot of pictures. We just have a great time. We're going to be at the Just Love Coffee Cafe. Just Love Coffee Cafe on University Boulevard in downtown Tuscaloosa from 9:30 until 12:30. And Tuscaloosa is kind of a special place for me in that I moved there when I started 5th grade. I'm originally from Greenville, which is a small town in South Alabama, but kind of moved there under challenging circumstances in life, just me and my mama, and we were just encouraged and supported and loved, and it was a great experience. So again, that'll be Saturday morning from 9:30 until 12:30. I wrote a book about my life called Weathering Life, and you can learn more about that. We'll have that book. All you can do is pray. That's the book about April 27, 2011. Our weather book for kids, that might be the most important of them all. Benny and Chipper, Prepared Not Scared. All the cool, polygon shirts and all that, that'll be there. So if you're in Tuscaloosa, hey, come see us Saturday morning from 9:30 until 12:30. And then after that, I'll head over to the stadium where I'll be doing support for the Alabama football game. But thankfully, it's going to be a really easy Saturday, and that it's just going to be sunny and very warm. So that's it for the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. Hey, if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Alabama Professional Services. Standing water or high humidity? Call APS. Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call APS. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.